Well, my joke just fell flat. I had a laugh. I said, in case you were wondering, that was Departures by Egoist, which is part of the Guilty Crown soundtrack, and I was just saying how I feel like a radio broadcaster because I'm curating songs, and then I laughed, and I was happy, and then someone mentioned that it was muted, and then I felt sad and soul-crushing, and my confidence is now gone, and, well, I don't know how I'll recover from this point. I will continue to self-doubt myself for the rest of my life. Anywho, continuing on, we're going with episode 10 of Assassination Classroom. And then we're going to head over to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. We apologize for ruining your entire 2021. Oh no, you've ruined my entire life, not just 2021. Alright, let's continue.
The crappy weather's finally over.
It's gonna get hot soon.
Let's start spending more time outside. I want to be more active.
Sounds good, you know I'm game.
What would the two of you say to some fishing?
Fishing? That sounds like it'd be fun. What's in season?
In the summer months, delinquents are out in droves. Use Nagisa as bait, and there's no limit to how many of the bastards we can shake down.
I didn't realize delinquents had a season.
Seriously though, let's do something.
There's always the beach.
Play hard today.
Good one, Captain. Nice throw.
Hey, look who it is. Long time no see, Sugino.
Whoa, check it out, guys. How's it going,
Hey,
man?
Sup, dude? Way to never come by and say hello to your old teammates.
yeah, I know. I suck.
You're pitching in the big tournament next week, right?
Well, they haven't decided on it yet, but I'd sure like to.
Man, it'd be epic if you did.
Yeah.
You have no idea how jealous we are of you, man.
You get to be in E-class, goofing off all day!
We've got to hit the books and practice like our lives depend on it.
Blows. Hey, come on, be nice. Don't make such a big deal out of it. He won't understand. Burning the candle at both ends is a privilege of the gifted.
Humility much? Wow, sounds to me like somebody thinks they're one of the chosen ones.
I am. You don't believe me? Fine. See how you feel after watching me in the tournament.
I don't know why, but it feels like this guy's 24 and has been forced to repeat his grade like 6 times, which is why he looks 10 years older than any of the other students. He's practically the leader of a gang of rats. Like, look at this guy. He literally looks like Rat Boy. Wow, a leader of a gang of rats. Now, that is impressive. That makes you King Rat.
There's great, then there's everybody else. Now guess which one I am. That's just the way things are. I don't make the rules.
I can see a lot of elements that they recycled from the original OP, one of which is basically all the students jumping with their hands like this. All they did was just take them out of frame and just put them in a big circle jumping like that, and then there's the one of all the students jumping at the beginning feeling for something like here. Like this one. There's so many recycled elements. I know most people won't notice this, but as someone that edits hours and hours each and every day, I noticed what the f is... Oh, wait, is this Kuro Sensei? As someone that edits videos for hours every day, I notice recycled things very quickly. But yeah, it's always nice to hear a new song. I wonder what the closing's going to be. I really liked Shooting Star. I'm really curious to see what the ending is going to be now. Alright, let's see Rat Boy.
Aha! A friendly class versus class baseball tournament, eh? A healthy body promotes a healthy mind! Approved! Except, I note that E-Class isn't included in the tournament bracket.
They leave us out to keep things nice and even. It's hard to have a tournament with an odd number of teams. We get to play the exhibition game at the end, though, so there's that.
Exhibition game?
Yeah, it's a spectacle, basically. We get split up by gender and pitted against the baseball and girls basketball team while everyone watches.
So it's not exactly a consolation prize.
Nope.
You?
If you dweebs want to be a laughingstock, fine. Me and the boys got too much self-respect. We're out.
Hey, hold on a second. You can't just... Oh, fine.
We should ask Sugino for some pointers. He's the baseball guy. What do you say, man? Any tips?
Wait, what? How is this episode 13? Whoops, I selected the wrong episode. My bad. We should be on episode 10. Whoopsies. Thank you for mentioning that. It's going to get very awkward very quickly. Whoopsies. Well, I guess we saw the opening a little early. You know, like seeing a girl that you're dating accidentally do a nipple slip before the big day. Is that joke appropriate? It is Twitch. Nipple slippers are okay. Just don't accidentally take off your shirt, boys.
Oh, sexy guy. It's a miracle. See? Simple. Icebreakers like this guarantee a good first impression. Now, I'm sure we all know someone who's absolute crap with small talk. Maybe we are that person. The trick is to put yourself in the shoes of your target. Kimura, throw me an icebreaker, quick.
Hey there?
No! You're shifting the burden of conversation.
Alright, here's a nice icebreaker. Nice jacket. Where'd you get it? Nice choke collar. Where'd you get it? Nice eyes. Where'd you get him? Nice hair. Where'd you get him? Nice boobs. Where'd you get him?
If you want a meaningful response, the other person has to feel you're pulling your own weight. Try coming at them guns blazing with an interesting observation.
Okay.
Conversation is a challenge for the best of us, and that's okay. Don't think in terms of finding the right words. Let them find you. Just let the conversation flow.
I'm sorry, but that only works for attractive females.
Finesse it like a full-tongued kiss.
Should I be cancelled for that joke? I don't know. Check out all the recycled elements from the second OP. I'll show you. They recycled this screen. They recycled this knife screen. Definitely that part. And now they basically recycled all the students doing this. They just took them out of the frame and just basically tilted them. Yeah, they just, like, all these students are probably individual elements stacked one on top of each other. So this one goes in first, this one goes in, this one goes in, this one goes in, and they get position. What they basically did was they took each individual image and just basically put it in a big circle and then just started throwing them in. So much recycling. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like, in anime, you have to recycle. Otherwise, you're recreating shit that takes time and resources. Seriously, how do those things stay in? She's giving Junko and Oshima a run for her money. Three episodes. They recycled that too. Like, even the octopus spinning is recycled so many times. Ellen art time?
Teaching is such a pain in the ass.
You know what else is a pain in the ass? Me. Now, that wasn't intentional. I just want to double check something. I've got decent memory. Let me double check. Let me double check. Let me double check. Let me double check. Okay. Danganronpa. Thumbnail. DR1. Damn it, it's different. I thought for a second it was the same bra. My bad.
Teaching is such a pain in the ass.
At least the students are finally taking a shine to you.
Oh yeah, sure, because that's a load off. Come on, I'm an assassin. I'm supposed to be killing people, not hunting octopus with brats.
You kill whatever you're paid to kill. Like a hooker. You sleep with whoever you're paid to sleep with. Stop being so picky. You wanted to be picky, be an actress. Even then, they're not so picky, because you gotta sleep with the director to get the role. You know, like that girl from Hunger Games? How do you think she got that role? Remember that Apple leak? Who do you think she was sending those photos to?
And while we're on the subject of tentacled pervs, the son of a bitch is staring at my tits! Sipping tea doesn't make it classy!
Have I mentioned how much I admire your perky teaching methods?
Shut your face!
Stand down. You know he's just pushing your buttons.
Yeah, well, I'll push his buttons.
Am I the only one that's thinking of the Pussycat Dolls song? Push My Buttons? Such a good song. Remember that time they did the song with Snoop Dogg? I mean, like, the Pussycat Dolls had, like, this whole thing when they first came out. They had, like, a catchy song, but they also had 3-4 girls wearing lingerie dancing. That shit was top class. Nowadays, like, rap is just literally strippers with silicons injected in, wobbling like a whale that's stuck on sand. Who even watches that shit? I'm looking at you, Nicki Minaj and Carly B.
Huh, can't imagine why that might be.
Oh, look, a pissed off slub girl.
I have better things to do than twiddle my thumbs in this dump. If I could just bag the squirrely bastard. A snare trap? What the hell?
You catch me off guard, Irina. Watching you babysit a bunch of kids. It's like TV comedy show.
Hey, look, it's the Joker / Giovanni.
Sir, why are you here?
What's going on here? This is your only warning, pal.
Okay, I have one question, though. If she is holding it down, which means she's actually supporting her entire body weight in her hands, why doesn't she just do this? I mean, it's literally not choking her. And the fact that it's wrapped around in plastic is quite nice. I mean, a slub would actually use the cheese wire. You know the wires that you use, the garrote wire used to slice cheese? Why are you wrapping around the wire which you're using to choke someone to death in plastic? Why do you care if it cuts into their throat? It's the whole frickin' point! Decapitate them! You call yourself a slub? You're pathetic! You disgust me! I'm gonna throw you in a cheese grater! Sorry, I get a little bit finicky when it comes to murder.
Sir, why are you here?
What's going on here?
Why are they giving Japanese subtitles when they're speaking English? How does this make any sense?
This is your only warning, pal. Let her go.
Don't worry about it. She knows how to handle herself.
Right. So, have we met each other somewhere, or is it just me?
We haven't met in person, but you know my reputation. I do freelance work for government. As a matter of fact, I'm the guy who arranged to bring Irina Yelovich into the mix. I'm human resources man.
LOVRO the Assassin. One of the most dangerous men who's ever lived. Now retired. Trains assassins and books gigs for them all over the world. Makes a killing, no pun intended. At the crucial moment, he came through for us. Yelovich is his protege. But why is he here now?
If he's the teacher of Yellow Bitch, then he's probably just as bad. I hold him responsible for her failed training. Jesus, they're setting my people back all the way back to the Stone Age. They'll be throwing rocks at each other at this point. I personally feel insulted right now. Slavs are a lot more proficient than this. I've met farmers more proficient in killing than this guy. Literally. The farmers actually get sent to war. They kill quite a few people too.
Does Koro-sensei fellow happen to be near?
I think he's in Shanghai picking up some almond jelly. Left about a half hour ago. Should be back any minute.
So rumors of his speed haven't been exaggerated. Well, good. Glad I came when I did. You run along home, Irina. I'll take it from here. It's clear you're out of your depth. Don't get me wrong. On undercover jobs, you're the best. Once your cover's been blown, however, well, let's face it, you're no Charlotte Corday.
You have to give me a chance, sir. I can do this. I know I can.
He's fast.
What have I always taught you? Everyone has their strengths and their weaknesses. A good assassin knows when to go home.
Congratulations! You're exactly half wrong and half right.
Hey, cool it, game show.
Another ridiculous nickname? Are you determined never to call me Koro-sensei?
It's you.
I agree. As an assassin, our beloved Irina is nothing special. Frankly, she's crap.
No one was asking you!
Having said that, she belongs here. She is, in fact, a perfect fit for this class. To prove my point, I propose a kill-off. Let us see which of you passes muster. Who is the better assassin? The rules are simple. Whomever kills our friend Mr. Kurosama first is the winner!
Excuse me? Why the hell am I the target here all of a sudden?
It has to be you, silly. I'm unkillable. Here, you have all day tomorrow.
Oh, I see. So it's to be a pretend assassination. Why not? There are worse ways to pass time.
Suit yourself.
I am insulted that the Slav did not even try to stab this guy. I'm sorry, I can't get over the fact that his tentacles look like balls.
This your idea of sticking up for me?
Huh?
Shut up! I know what this is. You're hedging your bets on me because you think I'm easier to manage than some new schmuck, right? Well, if you don't think I've got what it takes to kill Kurosama and you, somebody's in for a rude awakening.
So, there it is. Expect a few disruptions today, and hopefully it won't interfere with your studies too much. Just carry on as normal, all right?
Poor guy. He just can't catch a break.
Yoo-hoo! Excellent work today! I'll bet you worked up quite a thirst. Oh, have an ice-cold beverage! Here, go ahead and knock it back. It tastes like a rainbow.
She drugged it. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Probably some sort of muscle relaxant. Immobilize and stab, oldest trick in the book. What do you take me for? No man in his right mind would let you close enough to give him a drink?
Well, why don't I just put it here so you can take it at your leisure? Ah! Oh! Oh! Pick me up, Kurosama! Carry me, piggyback, please!
Have some self-respect. This is sad.
You okay, Professor Bitch?
Hey, no offense, but that little ploy wouldn't have fooled anyone.
My options are limited, okay? I can't seduce someone who knows my MO.
I mean, your options were always limited. You're lucky you have your looks, otherwise you'd be broke.
Talk it down to occupational hazard. It's like a paid escort trying to put the moves on her old man. He knows her too well for her charms to land their mark.
Wait, on her old man, I'm kind of worried. What?
That's sick!
Damn it. I'm racing against the clock here. When LOVRO's got a target in his sights, it's only a matter of time. He strikes like a thief in the night.
What do you think? Exhilarating being the killee, isn't it?
Oh, it's a barrel of laughs. Wait a second. Exactly what happens if I manage to dodge them both?
I hadn't thought of that. I suppose, in all fairness, you'd be the winner.
What do I win?
How about I agree to stand stock still in front of you for an entire second? You may shoot and or stab me at will. Don't tell the others, though. We don't want to kick off a feeding frenzy. The pot might be a little too rich to keep everyone honest.
Whatever you say.
Head on!
With all due respect, my friend, how straightforward did you think this was going to be? You've got skill, but frankly, the years haven't been kind. Until recently, I was in the elite special force.
He is tough one.
If LOVRO can't get his hooks into him, what the hell chance do I have?
Hey, want to win? Step up your game. You've only got today.
Hold on a sec, why are you scared?
Don't worry about it. Just do your best and try not to lose.
FYI, with a good knife, I can strike 5 times in a second. So, should be fun.
Sir, your hand.
I suppose I can't expect to kill him today in this condition.
Wait, so he got a bruise on his wrist? Anyone with any moderate amount of training wouldn't be able to get a bruise from a grab like that. You can even hit it on the table corner as much as you want and it won't bruise. This is insulting.
Ah! What kind of talk is that?
No, he's actually going to be fine because human reaction time is 1.5 seconds. So by the time he says go, there's like a reaction delay. By the time he hears it, processes it, and then acts. So he's got more than, like, less than a second to actually do what he wants to do. It's pretty fucked up. Like, it's almost impossible to stab him within that second, given how quick this guy is.
I suppose I can't expect to kill him today in this condition.
Ah! What kind of talk is that? Nonsense, that's what it is! You can do this! Think positive!
Even if I wasn't a relic, even if I could kill that man, you'd still be out of my reach. Same goes for Irina when you get down to it. If I can't do it, neither can she.
Very well. If giving up is your choice, don't let me stop you. But at least stick around to support your protege. After all, whatever else one might say about her skills, she's certainly proven herself a capable wielder of death before.
Once upon a time, yes.
I'm sorry, but Slavs are so stubborn that they would rather die than admit they're in pain. And this guy's just throwing in the towel after one attempt? He is not Slav.
Level with me, okay? Do you honestly believe I can take down someone like Karasuma?
Of course. I can't speak to what you may or may not have learned at the feet of your guru, but based on what I've seen you accomplish since you've been here, I'd be a dolt to think otherwise. Case in point. The lingerie you ordered yesterday! If that's not initiative, I don't know what is!
Oh, you perv!
If you want others to believe in you, you've got to believe in you. Show them what you got.
Excuse me, but why is there an ICBM here?
Karasuma, this LOVRO fellow, the children.
Yo, have a look at this, man. It's Mr. K.
Huh? Oh, yeah, he's been eating his lunch out there a lot lately for some reason.
While he's smacking on his sandwich, the spider moves in for the kill. Looks like Professor Bitch is gonna go for it.
Mind if we talk for a sec, you and me?
What now? I'm aware this is a pretend assassination, but I'm done screwing around.
Huh. She has a knife, I see.
Surely she knows he can smell the ruse from a mile away. The woman's a fool.
Aw, come on. Don't be such a stick in the mud. I'm a girl willing to do whatever it takes to stay here. You know that about me. No more screwing around. Unless that's what you'd prefer in exchange. One good turn deserves another, yeah?
How... This is how my people are portrayed in media. As incompetent terrorists and whores.
You just call the game, love.
It's as simple as that, huh? If I take her knife, this nonsense will be over. All right, fine. Jab me. Just be quick about it, though.
You're a good sport.
Mr. LOVRO, you've been Miss Irina's teacher for some time, have you not? You've noted her communication skills, her versatility with words. To watch her pass that on to her students is to watch a master at work. She's fluent in 10 languages because she's fluent in the ways of people. When she finds the right words, there's no one she can't reach. And nowhere, I suspect, is she in more command of her particular gifts than here. What do you suppose she's been up to?
Gott in Himmel.
Okay. Ready or not, here I come.
Son of a... Didn't see that coming. Man, this is hot. Yeah, who's the bitch now?
She's building the skills to kill me in much the same way she'd acquire a new language, methodically, feeling out the terrain, drilling vocabulary, so to speak. One look inside her bag and you'll see there's no room for doubt. This is definitely a woman with a plan.
Say goodnight!
This is definitely a woman with a plan. All she needs to do is touch him with the knife and she goes for a overhand double stab while saying, say goodnight. Get the fuck out of my country.
Take it easy, huh?
Oh, great. If this comes down to strength, I'm boned. What am I supposed to... Karasuma? Let me kill you. Pretty, please.
Hi, I was in the Special Forces and I just demonstrated that I could knee the guy in the head and I don't know how to get a woman off me that's trying to push down a knife. Could I use my knee? Maybe. Could I use the bottom of my heel? Maybe. Could I maybe twist her around? Maybe. Could I move her elbow around? Maybe. Am I doing any of that? No, I'm not. Why?
Pretty sure it's bad form for a killer to beg permission. This is ridiculous.
You know what's ridiculous? The fact that they claimed that you were in the Special Forces.
Oh, fine. Better to get it over with than spend all day listening to you whine.
You go, girl!
She won!
Calling it, Professor Bitch was the first one to hit him.
It's not like I lost anything. Koro-sensei was full of it. He'd never just stand there and let me take pot shots at him.
You have to respect a pupil willing to challenge the master, especially when the deck is stacked against her. Imagine what the children get out of seeing her rise to the occasion. Yes, that feisty can-do spirit is an example for us all. When push comes to shove, if there's any chance of assassinating me, her being here is essential to it.
Sir,
You're the worst student I've ever had.
Case in point. You are the worst student I ever had. As soon as your cover is blown, you are out of place in every place that is not brothel. Get out of this country. Fuck off. Oh, God. Oh, God. Set my people back like God knows how long. Jesus Christ. I am disgusted. I am utterly disgusted.
When push comes to shove, if there's any chance of assassinating me, her being here is essential to it.
I'm sorry, but the whole point of having good students is teaching, and teaching is not only to pass down the knowledge, but also help improve on them. Every iteration and generation of teacher and student should be improving the arts. The previous generations are making them more efficient in handing down the knowledge. Then the students are able to learn all the previous techniques and knowledge in less time, giving them time to develop and improve what they've learned. The added bonus of that is you actually learn what you know a lot better when you're forced to explain it. It's similar to listening to something, thinking about something, writing it down, and then explaining it to someone. You're adding the number of steps and allowing your brain to process and soak everything in. Being a teacher is a natural part of being a master. It's the way of becoming a perfect student. On top of that, if you've taught your students properly, they should keep you on your heels. The fact that this person doesn't even understand that simple context showed that he has absolutely no martial arts training whatsoever. I find this insulting on so many levels. Seriously, it's infuriating. I feel like choking him until his eyeballs pop. Seriously, that's actually a thing. When you choke people, their eyeballs just go nuts.
Sir,
You're the worst student I've ever had. But as a teacher, I don't hold a candle to you. If you can kill him, do it.
Absolutely! Yes, sir!
Harsh, arrogant, foul-mouthed. But when you see her in her element, she's a pretty damn good teacher.
Now I understand why your father dropped you off on side of street on the way to store to get cigarettes. He could see the disappointment in the making, and he cut himself some time. Christ's sake.
Hey! The hell's with the suit of armor?
Nothing in our little bet prohibited basic self-defense!
No, I don't hate her. I hate the way that Slavs are portrayed in this show. I don't hate her at all. I actually find her quite comical. Because you've got the super serious guy that works for the government. I think his name is Karusama or Kusumara or whatever the fuck. And then you've got the girl that's very comical. They're basically balancing each other out with Kuro-sensei being in the middle, being comical and super serious. You need one to have the other. It's a good balance. I don't hate her as a character. What I do hate is how little the producers of the show know about my people. I find it insulting. I almost feel like I should track down where they are and demonstrate to them what it's like to be a Slav. And trust me, you do not want that. Karasuma. Gotcha. Thank you.
You're in a good mood today, sir. After school plans?
As a matter of fact, yes. I'm flying to Hawaii for a blockbuster premiere. This particular movie I've been chomping at the bit to see for ages.
Seriously? Wow, no fair.
What's Mach 20 good for if I can't be first in line for an international hit?
Sonic Ninja?
It's a big comic book movie. They've been hyping it since last year.
Don't worry, I'll give you all the gory details tomorrow. Okie dokie then, I'd best be on my way.
Kuro-sensei! Wait up! We want to come with you, please.
Oh ho, fans of the franchise?
Oh yeah. We've been waiting for the sequel for like ever.
I'm a little surprised you're into comic books, Karma.
It's actually not my thing.
How much you want to bet they're going to try to stab him while they're flying at supersonic speed and he can't drop the students? Which means he can't dodge the attack. Where's your hand, kiddo? What's his name again? I forgot his name. Karma? Where is it?
I really dig the director, though. It's his first genre film.
I'd like to come too, if you don't mind. I hope I'm not bothering you.
Excuse me, how did she become an app on your phone? And does that mean she has access to the folders on your phone? Oh my god, she's got access to your porn collection.
No offense, Ritsu, but what are you doing in my phone?
What are you doing in my gay porn? I mean, what?
I took the liberty of uploading myself into everyone's mobile devices.
Excuse me?
This way, communication between students is streamlined and I'm fun-sized. This
Oh my god, she said fun-sized. Best girl right here. She gets me.
version of me is called Mobile Ritsu.
Someone else that can do almost anything.
If it's not too much trouble, I'd love to know what it's like soaring through the air at Mach 20. I can even take aerial photos for Koro-sensei's dossier.
Well then, children, let's go to the movies! Brace yourselves for a flight through the stratosphere at supersonic speed!
Okay, I know we asked him on a whim, but I'm kind of having second thoughts. What'd we just sign on for?
Yeah, well, if we survive, maybe next time we'll think of safety first.
Oh, now, don't be afraid. I'll accelerate gently so as to not shock your systems.
Okay!
Wow! Check it out! The Pacific Ocean!
Alright, I'm surprised there's not more wind or whatever. Is it because you're using your head to deflect most of it?
Excellent powers of observation, Nagisa. The secret, you see, is my aerodynamic skin. Normally, my head is soft and squishy. When exposed to high pressure, however, it hardens like a shell. That's how I can withstand the effects of Mach 20 speed. Did you know that something very much like my skin plays a role in your day-to-day life?
Look, I get that his skin is really good, but what the hell is that hat made out of? That thing's indestructible. I want one.
To explain, let's explore the concept of...
Is he giving us a lecture mid-flight?
This could be your best chance to assassinate him, Karma. He's distracted juggling two things at once.
Oh yeah, because he can't hear you.
Except I don't want to die. We're over open water at the speed of sound.
Oh, this coming from the student that was happy to jump off a cliff in order to perform an assassination. What happened to you? You had balls. What happened to your balls, Karma? Where are your balls?
Physics doesn't support that plan. Koro-sensei has us right where he wants us. We've got no choice but to listen and learn.
And that is how bulletproof vests are manufactured, utilizing the fascinating science behind latency. I've made you that much smarter, and in the time it takes to catch Sonic Ninja!
I mean, yes, you've got good old-fashioned Kevlar, which is the level 2, and you've got a Spectra, which is level 3, but the real good shit is the Dragon Scale. The way the armor basically works is that it actually spreads the force. So you can stop the projectile from hitting the target using something like Kevlar, but the problem with Kevlar is that you still get the, the momentum of the bullet. So even though the bullet itself hasn't gone through, the momentum can still break your ribs and cause internal organ damage. Now, what Dragon Scale does is it actually spreads out the force. So instead of taking the force of the bullet in a center point, it literally spreads it out this way. So instead of it being, well, quite literally a bullet, it's more like, I don't know, a hammer, or if it's even more spread out, like a kick. It won't break bones, it won't harm internal organs, and you should be fine. You can take multiple rounds. Setback is it costs you about $250,000 just for a chest plate. Good shit. Look it up.
We're really here. We're in Hawaii. And we know what latency is.
But do you know what latency is?
In here. It's an island thing. They're all about cranking the AC. Let's bundle you up so no one catches pneumonia. Here.
How do you catch pneumonia? I have no idea.
So cool! I've never been to a movie theater.
Get out of my porn folder, you little slut!
Hey, don't they cut out a bunch of stuff for distribution overseas? We getting the real deal here?
Where's your sense of adventure? It shouldn't be all that different than what we see back home once it comes out over there. And if it is, so much the better. It'll be like seeing the same artwork from different angles. Here, my tentacles can be used as earphones. I'll offer a running commentary as we watch, just in case any of the nuances of this version go over your head. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
Wow. This is so awesome.
Let me guess, he's a YouTuber in his spare time while he's doing the lectures. He literally just jumps out of the class, says something, and comes... This is fucking ridiculous.
Evil doesn't take a vacation.
A brooding hero.
Oh my god, it's the voice of Ainz!
Kids my age eat this stuff up. But what about Koro-sensei? Is he really into the whole superhero thing?
This would be even better in 3D.
Oh my god! Never mind.
Of course, boobage. Let me guess, those things jiggle every time she shoots.
Kill me if you must. But first, behold my true identity.
My brother?
I thought that was your dad. Oh, come on, kill him. I pushed
What
my
a
cousin off a
cliffhanger.
balcing when I was a
They
kid.
really know what they're
Slove
doing.
it up,
I'll
bitch.
Go nuts waiting for the next installment.
I don't know. I feel like the filmmaker copped out making the bad guy the brother.
Oh, well.
If you want to know how the series ends, I can calculate it. I'll just make an algorithm of every movie ever made. Give me a couple minutes.
No, knowing most modern writers, they'll fuck even that up.
No, I'm good, thanks.
The brother will probably be a sister that changes gender or something. Which means that you can't say that it has a bad storyline because then you're a homophobe. Sorry, you're a transphobe. So you can't argue that the storyline is shit because one of the characters is trans. That's what they're doing nowadays. Literally, it's fucked up.
Between the two of you, wow. Huh?
Long-lost siblings! Can you imagine? Merciful heavens, how cruel fate can be!
Well, what do you know? Guess it really got to him. Damn, my bad.
He's been blubbering like that all the way from Hawaii.
Thank you for taking us with you, sir.
Good night.
Yes. Good night, children. Be careful on the way home. Oh, and I'd like you to write a detailed synopsis of the film in your own words for class tomorrow.
Whoa! You're giving us homework?
Small price to pay for a free trip to Hawaii.
Wait, he's just gonna let him walk home in the middle of the night?
What's up? Something on your mind?
It's just been an interesting day is all. We got flown to Hawaii at Mach 20 and given a lecture on natural science over the Pacific Ocean.
We lead a weird life.
Personally, my favorite part of the whole experience was watching Koro-sensei protect you. I've never seen anything like it. Did you realize he was using his tentacles to fend off dust particles and debris?
When you think about it, we saw the world through Koro-sensei's eyes today. The more I get to know the guy, the more I feel like his everyday life is something we can't even comprehend.
Stiff upper lip, old boy. No more tears. I'm needed at Mimura's for a one-on-one math tutorial.
Sorry, what? The fuck is
Well,
this?
Did your eyes follow his course? Good. Then you can kill him.
Excuse me, what?
You mean him?
Yes, your brother. Though as of tomorrow, he'll also be your teacher.
What? The fucking...
Now, it's time to reap vengeance for what's been done to our moon.
What? What is this fucking cliche anime trope bullshittery? He is your brother. We must reap vengeance and avenge the clan. Go forth, Sasuke. Avenge the Uchiha. Seriously, that is the equivalent of what they're doing. He's doing the whole Itachi thing and everything. You know what pisses me off about Sasuke? He's always on his period. Seriously, he's always on his goddamn period. No offense, ladies, but like, you're kind of unbearable during that time of the month. Literally, I just hide behind a tree and throw chocolate at Hutchon. You should see Cheeky on her period. She goes nuts. She's like, ruff, 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 for like no reason. I think she's on a period now. She peed on the carpet and shit on my balcony. I don't even know why. She knows she could shit on the little pee mat. She's like, no, I'm shitting on the balcony. And guess what? I'm peeing on the carpet. But why? I don't know. And after, for her birthday present, I got a set of stairs so she can literally go in the bed whenever she wants. Like, what the fuck, Cheeky? What the fuck? The oppai. It means the boobs. Kakashi sensei likes the oppai. You know what the funny thing about the whole choking Sasuke thing is? He could have just said, harder, brother. And Itachi would have been, what? But no. Sasuke couldn't think outside the box. Because he was on his period. Kids these days. Kids these days. Okay, we had 3 episodes of Assassination Classroom, which, by the way, was totally awesome. We are going to have a little break, and we're going to get started with our segment of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. We've got 2 hours, so let's see if we can do 3 episodes. We could definitely do 2, but if our discussion lasts more than 30 minutes, we'll only get 2 done. When you said harder, brother, it sounded like Virgil's voice, and it made me think of Dante stabbing him. You know what the cool part of Devil May Cry is, and that totally, like, fucked me up when we played Devil May Cry 5. What they did, I don't know if they did it intentionally. Don't worry, I'm going to do the spoiler-free version. But do you remember how Dante gets stabbed in DMC 3? And the sword changes? Something very similar happens in DMC 5. And I was just like, holy shit. You guys remember, the LP is up on YouTube. But you guys remember when it happened for the first time. Like, you remember, we played 20 hours of Devil May Cry within 24 hours. No, sorry. We played 19 hours of Devil May Cry within 36 hours. So we played like 10 hours. We slept like 4 hours. And then we played another 10 hours. By the end of the game, I was so sleep deprived. Our score went from SSS to A, B, C, and D, because I was just crashing hard. But it was so fucking good. Like, we gauntleted through that, had so much fun. Like, oh my god. I've only played the game once. I've only gone through it once. I absolutely loved it. I can't remember half of it, but it's going to be really fun playing it next week and reliving a lot of that shit. It was epic. And people still give me shit for getting a bad score on the final missions. They're like, dude, you are so shit. You, like, died to Virgil. And I'm like, dude, I played 19 hours of DMC 5 within 36 hours. The fact that I was even conscious is a fucking miracle. Shut the fuck up and enjoy the reaction. And they're like, but I get triple S on this mission. I'm like, yeah? And how many fucking times did you play it to memorize the boss's moveset? Shut the fuck up and enjoy the reaction. But I'm sorry, alright, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of my channel. Like, people are fucked. Anyways, Devil May Cry next weekend, 4K. I got Devil May Cry Special Edition today. I'm gonna take an epic photo. I'm gonna get all my copies of Devil May Cry, make a pentagram, get a bunch of Monster Energy drink, make a pentagram, and put Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition in the middle. I've got my Devil May Cry 1 from PlayStation 2, my Devil May Cry 2 from PlayStation 2, my Devil May Cry 3 from PlayStation 2, my Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition from PlayStation 2, my Devil May Cry 4 Collector's Edition from from PlayStation 3. I've got my Devil May Cry 5 for PlayStation 4, and I've got my Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition for PlayStation 5. I've also got like the Devil May Cry HD collection, but I think I have the digital version, so I can't put that in the photo. But I'm like gonna make this epic photo of summoning Devil May Cry 5. You can see that I'm a little bit of a fanboy. Don't hold it against me. I mean, the only reason I started doing kendo was because I wanted to learn Iaido, because Virgil uses Iaido. Like, the whole reason why I learned how to use a katana was because I was a huge Devil May Cry fanboy. That is the entire reason. The fact that I learned how to use swords was because of Devil May Cry 3. I thought it was so fucking cool that I just learned how to use them. Wait, you got both? Yeah. We also have PC versions of the HD collection. No, wait, sorry. We bought the PC version of the Devil May Cry HD collection. We played it on PC. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm a little bit of a fanboy. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I love the franchise. The franchise is sick. Whoever thinks the franchise is sick, shit should fuck off. I'll beat their ass if they want. I don't give a shit. Like, half the people that do martial arts involving weapons are typically like geeks in one form or another. I don't give a shit. The only thing that got really awkward was when I had to take the class of beginner kendo students, and one of them asked me, how do I control my chakra? And I'm like, wait, you're kidding, right? It's like, no, I'm serious. And I'm like, we're gonna have a discussion after class. And after class, I'm like, all right, you were joking, right? He's like, no. And I'm like, okay, hate to break it to you. There's no such thing as chakra. I ruined that kid's life. You could basically see the world shattering. It's like I told him Santa's not real or something. I killed that kid. The kid died. The kid died that day. I killed the kid. Fuck, why did they give me the beginners? I love it when they just put me in charge of the sparring class. I just spar with all the kids until they get tired. Literally, I was the Kenpachi of my kendo club. I would just fucking fight everyone. I loved it. Loved every second of it. But no, they put me in charge of the beginners. Why?
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun sized, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.